Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. I am Coach Julia, and for the month of February, we are going to be focusing on figure skating as something to do with a partner. So we're going to be looking at couple skating, pair skating, ice dancing, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of history about the pair skating discipline of this sport. Just about as long as people have been gliding across the ice, they have been doing it in pairs. The earliest images we have of ice skating, dating back to the 17th century Holland, show couples gliding together arm in arm across the ice. And the scene is repeated over and over again throughout history. From London's Regent Park to Central Park in New York City to the canals of Holland, wherever figure skating has been in style, its unique position as the only sport that men and women could do together has led to countless generations to exploit its romance and courtship possibilities. As a competitive discipline, however, pair skating got its start in Great Britain, where combined skating, a discipline with groups of skaters skating in unison across the ice, was extremely popular. Combined skating reigned supreme in popularity in Great Britain during the 1800s, and as the popularity of the sport increased, artificial covered ponds were created to allow skaters to practice without the risk of thin ice or to be able to skate after snowfall. These rinks were usually smaller than the lakes they were used to and did not have enough room for combined skating. This gave rise to hand-in-hand skating during the 1890s, which basically was the precursor to both pair skating and ice dancing. Skaters would skate with a few different handholds and would practice set patterns, or figures, that took them all the way around the ice. This was much more like ice dancing and did not have the more athletic jumps and spins and lifts that we associate with pair skating today. Pair skating, along with men's and women's skating, has been an Olympic discipline since 1908, when it was introduced during the Summer Olympic Games in London. The same year, 1908, it was also introduced in the ISU World Championships. This inclusion is due in part to Madge Syers, a British figure skater who had the audacity to enter the 1902 World Championships in London, which at the time was an all-male event. The notion that a woman would even enter had not even been considered, so there were no rules prohibiting her from skating. She won the silver medal just behind Ulrich Salchow, who was so impressed by her skating that he offered her his gold medal. Her involvement in the competition created quite the controversy, and rules were put in place barring women from the event. When figure skating was introduced at the Olympics in 1908, Syers won the ladies' event and won the Olympic bronze in pair skating with her husband Edgar. During these early years of pair skating, the sport consisted of couples skating hand in hand or side by side and executing various figures and free skating moves, all interconnected with dance steps. The most important free skating moves were long flowing spirals forward and backward with one or two hands joined. Some spins were included, usually at the conclusion to a program. During the 1920s, side-by-side shadow skating was the most popular version of pair skating, where the partners would skate side-by-side throughout the rink, trying to execute the same moves in perfect unison. During the 1930s, however, pair skating became much more athletic, with skaters pushing the envelope with increased speed and the addition of some lifts. Controversy soon developed as skaters within the communities began to argue about what pair skating should be. Is it more side by side and in unison, or is it athletic and intertwined skating? Of course, we know now that it evolved into a combination of the two, with skaters executing some movements side by side, trying to aim for unison and precision in their timing, and some moves being done together, pair spins and lifts and that kind of thing. The World Championship silver medal won by the Soviets Lyudmila and Oleg Protopopov in 1962 marked a new era in pair skating, with graceful, flowing movement and an elegance of line similar to Russian ballet dancers at the time. The Protopopovs pushed pair skating to a level it had never seen before. They used choreography to create cohesive flow reminiscent of a ballet pas de deux on ice. Between 1965 and the year 2000, the Soviet or Russian pair skaters have won the World Championships 30 times out of 36 and won the Olympics all 10 times that they were held during that period. The Russian domination has led to a style of pair skating that is still seen in competition today. Explosive athleticism and unison combined with emotive, graceful choreography. Controversy struck pair skating yet again at the 2002 Winter Olympics, where the Russian team, Elena Berezhnaya and Anton Sikralidze, looked to continue the nation's 38-year winning streak. But the Canadian team, Jamie Salé and David Pelletier, were looking like a potential major threat to the gold medal. After the short programs, the Russians were in first place and the Canadians in second. During the long program, Sikralidze stumbled on a combination jump, but the team still had strong enough points to maintain their lead. The Canadians skated next, and their program was executed flawlessly. The crowd erupted, believing that they had seen a gold medal performance from the Canadian pair. But when the results came in, 5 of the judges placed them second, and 4 of them placed them first, meaning that the Russians once again had won the gold, and the Canadians came in silver. Later that evening, however, the French judge confessed to having been pressured by the French Skating Federation to place the Russians first, in exchange for the French getting first in ice dance later on in the week. Her conscience could not handle the pressure, and due to her confession, the ISU decided to give out a second set of gold medals to the Canadian team, as they should have rightfully won the event. The scandal led to a complete overhaul of the figure skating judging system. Gone was the old 6.0 system, and a new, anonymous, points-based system was put in place called IJS, or International Judging System. This is the judging system we currently use. Pair skating today is the most dangerous and daring of the figure skating disciplines. But there are many skaters who enjoy participating in the sport at a more recreational level, and they do so just with a focus on fun without having to do the more difficult lifts and death spirals. Next week on Valentine's Day, I'll be teaching 3 basic pair skating moves that you can do with a partner: a pair's spin, a pair's jump, and a beautiful gliding maneuver. So grab your Valentine or your best friend, and we'll go out on the ice and have some fun. If you enjoyed this video, then please do give us that thumbs up, and as always, I look forward to reading all your comments in the section down below. If you haven't done so yet, then hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell down in the corner so you can see all my videos when they come out. Happy skating, and I'll see you next time.